today. From MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. And the New York Jets taking on Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Tennessee Titans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Here's Elijah Moore now, bringing it out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Jets about set to go on offense, led by their rookie quarterback for 2021, the second overall pick, Zach Wilson.
I heard he threw 5 touchdown passes last week. I thought, well, he's going to be the AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I didn't need to hear any other stats, and it turned out to be right.
That's exactly right. It seemed like every time we turned around, he was throwing one in the end zone. But he doubled down. He said, I see 5 more in this game. Challenge accepted.
Challenge.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Here's Benjamin with a catch. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll run for the first time with Michael Carter. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Wilson hit, it's loose, it's out, fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This taken in at the goal line.
And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
That's complete. It's Cornell Powell.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here's a give to Carter.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. This defense for the Titans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
They'll try the left side with Carter.
And he'll be out of bounds. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Michael Carter.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Matt Amendola now for the extra point.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was capped off by the rookie Michael Carter's touchdown run.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. Now come the Titans for their first possession, led by Ryan Tannehill in his 10th NFL season and 3rd with Tennessee.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep. It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers, too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Wilson. Flushed out right. He's airing it out for Williams. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick 47. This one looks good as well. Here's Moore on the return. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
New York ready to go again offensively.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Running left on the handoff, Carter.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Face mask. Defense.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town and 2nd and a country mile.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Titans are going to take over here up near the 40.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to John Ross. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Open man is Fitzpatrick.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Second and 10.
Again to Henry. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. shotgun on third down. Tannehill. He's got a man. It's Berkshire, the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On first down, it's Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on second down. Tannehill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Man open left side is Brown. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
The kick by Crosby is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now Wilson on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And at the half, it's 24-13. Deshaun Watson on fire. 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's get to Philadelphia as we check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Demarcus Robinson, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And you can see there it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. T.Y. Hilton, a touchdown reception. In our game has been Ryan Tannehill, who's had the hot hand in the first half. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach. Thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Second down and 8. Back to throw, Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. So that'll back him up 5. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. They'll run it again with Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Second down, they go again with Henry. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Now, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Henry.
And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now Carter to start the drive. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 31, Wilson. That is caught. It's Williams. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go jet sweep here with Williams. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd down, it's Hawkins. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for him. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run with Carter.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Michael Carter, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to a field goal. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was capped off by the rookie Michael Carter's touchdown run.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. And the Titans getting set to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Running left, it's Henry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. The Titans on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. That's into the hands of Fitzpatrick. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Returning it is Moore. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And New York set to take the field. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start on the ground. Carter. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Another run on second down with Carter. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 56 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
A good strong run there by Michael Carter, reminiscent of his days at North Carolina. 1,000-yard rusher each of his last 2 years in Chapel Hill, despite being in a timeshare with Javonte Williams, who was a second-round pick of the Denver Broncos. Carter, the second pick of the 4th round out of UNC. He could be the Jets' leading rusher moving forward.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He will find the rookie from Ole Miss, Elijah Moore. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
He gets his first catch there, but all in all, when you're talking about the #1 receiver in the NFL coming into this game, and we're just talking about the first catch there, I think they're doing a nice job of bottling him up.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Wilson. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. To throw is Wilson. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Again, it's Henry. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Darrington Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Set to return it. Here's Moore.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here's Wilson and the Jets. Down 24-14. 2:12 to play. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.